So leadership is the art of providing people with the platform for disseminating successful ideas. My name is Aparna Singh, Customer Success Manager. I have been associated with Kratikal for almost 4 years now. I have always desired to work in a setting that values innovative strategies and obviously techniques, right? I would describe my time at Kratikal as something to treasure. Starting from the day I joined the company and continuing till today, there was always new opportunities and difficulties every day. Okay, I completely agree. Although in starting it was little difficult for me if this is what I should be doing with the kind of education I have done and the kind of profile I chose. But eventually, with passing time, right, and with the support of my team members and especially management, it all became very smooth. And it helped me to learn in a vaster way because to me it became like more like a challenge, honestly, that coming from the completely different situation and learning and everything. And with the help of my teams and everybody, it helped me a lot. It might sound little difficult, it might sound little challenging also, but I think that is what it is all about. That gives you a kick to learn and do and perform well. And here I am eventually after 4 years. Yes, that is true. The organization will obviously be divided into multiple teams, and being in the position like a customer success manager, you always have to deal with multiple teams, right? And people can take it as a problem to be in this situation, but to me, it became like a learning factor. Honestly, what happens when you interact with multiple people, multiple teams, and which I must tell you, very intellectual people, right? You get to learn a lot. You get to learn the nature of the kind of work they do and everything. And there comes the learning part, obviously. And there's a very thin line between when you start interacting with people, be it its client, be it its team, is a patience. Have patience. Try understanding what is the requirement of them, and then work on it, right? And obviously, as we always say, communication is the key. Do that. Whenever there's a question in your head and question in your mind, ask and try to know what is going on in the other person's mind, and that will eventually help you to connect with each and every team and team members. So the drive which gave me to work at Kratikal for 4 years, the answer is very related to my previous answer of the question, right? So basically what happens in the company which is on such a growing stage. So what happens, you get to do a lot of things and take it in a positive way. You get to do a lot of things which are not your job roles, right? So eventually when you do such things, you get to learn about the work culture and work behavior of other departments too, right? And it gives you a learning from the background level. And you get to know how things work from a very basic and background level, which actually happened with me in the Kratikal, right? I got to know a lot of things on a background level, so there was always a scope to learn, always. There was something new to learn, there was something new to understand, and the management helped me with that one a lot. And the teams and the people here were very sweet enough, even from starting till now, were very sweet enough to give you a space, to give you a space in their zone and areas where you get to know things, right? And I think that is what majorly drives me till 4 years, because there was always something to learn, there was always something to work on, and there was always something to build. And that was the major reason I was here for 4 years. So yes, obviously, the position itself says the customer success manager, so I have to deal with a lot of customers. So, and I must say Kratikal have a lot of them and a very good ones. So the point here comes is, the best thing, this will sound very weird to you, the best thing I love to deal with is estimations. I mean, that gives you a kick to understand where things goes wrong, and where do there's a chance to do something about it, to build something, or to make some major changes, or make some improvements to it. And that's how you grow eventually, right? And the terms of your internal growth, if you say, or the growth of the team or the company per se. So escalation is where I enjoy the most. But obviously in all, if you say, in throughout the customer relations. Obviously, you get to learn a lot of things, you get to know a lot of people, and you interact with different company, different people with different positions, and you obviously understand their mindset and criteria in general. So that is what I love the most. So obviously, when you are dealing with clients from so long, right? Obviously, things goes here and there. There will always be times where there will be something short you're going on your end or your team's end, maybe possibly. So that is the whole process actually. If you see in and out, right? So I have no exact examples to give, but I can say if we are currently looking into the major thing which comes from client ends is scope, right? What are they demanding out of the teams or out of us, and what we are able to deliver, right? So majorly the problem sometimes comes because not every client is easily understandable, right? Yeah, there's always difficulty to understand here and there few people. So the scope comes, we get an understanding, we might get a slightly here and there with the things, right? So there goes some problems, there goes some understanding, there goes that slows down the project sometimes. But if we'll say what the major idea we got from there was, the first step, which is the scope, has to be very clear. Eventually, the project can eventually start at any point in time, right? Because it has to. But if your scope is not clear, even the work done at that period of time is waste, right? So you have to understand the scope first in the written format, in the verbal format, have a communication with the client, have a communication with the team, do everything possible to clear that one. Because people understand it as a result is important. I completely agree, result is definitely important, a good result is. But the starting process is the major factor here. If the starting goes well, if the understanding is there is always going to be a good ending with the whole project, right? So that's how we do now. That's how we do. We keep it very clear from the starting. So there could be multiple list of suggestions I could give. But because every person individual is very different from other individuals. But if I have to give in a whole, right, I could say there's always place to learn. I know throughout the interview I kept saying learning, but that is the most integral part of being in any organization. And here with the Kratikal, there is a scope. Trust me with that. So you will never go take your foot back when it comes to learning. Whenever you get chance, do that. Trying keeping the interaction, communication with multiple teams keep going. Never goes on the way ki, oh, this is my part, this is my job, I'm done there. No, there's always scope. There's always scope there. So just be there, learn, thrive, and do whatever makes you dig into the situation in the learning part. Do that. And make good friends with people. The nicer people in this organization, you can always have a greater time, and try doing that. Let's say there's a multiple obviously clients, when you interact with them, there's always something they have to say, right? There's always something they have to say. And I cannot choose anybody as a favorite one, because the word they deliver to me is always, everybody is respected, everybody words matter to me. But eventually, if I'll say, I'm not taking any names, but I got to know from the clients when they say, see, this was what we wanted to express and deliver, and this is what you understood, and that was exactly how you understood it, and there was you being a helpful throughout the process or something like that. That makes my day, a month, I could say, because you always get that vibe, okay, I did something good, and eventually what I did, right? So those words always matter to me. No favorite words or no favorite person I'm taking, but the good words always help you drive and help you work more and to get those words back from other people also, right? So that is what it is.